everybody, welcome to Abundant Source Raw on YouTube. Just wanted to make a video really quickly. I'm on my way to pick up my girlfriend from work, and I just felt like I wanted to do a video. I see everybody posting these videos while they're driving their car, so I thought I'd see what the deal's all about with that. It seems like it almost makes you think a little quicker and just gets the cognitive fluids flowing easier, I suppose. How's that possible? I don't know, but it's working. So I just wanted to make this quick video to talk a little bit about digestion, kind of simplify it, and go over some kind of interesting points that I think are pretty interesting, and maybe you will too. So when you first digest your food, it's you chew it up, mixes with the saliva, gets the digestive enzymes. That's where you first start to digest. Goes down the esophagus into the stomach, where it can break down foods. Chemical reactions can happen, and then it'll go into the small intestine. And what's really cool is from your mouth all the way to your anus, where the food comes out, is all technically the outside of your body. Most people, I think, would think of the stomach and the intestines as the inside of their body, but technically that is the outside of your body. And I don't know if I'll be able to kind of paint a clear picture or illustrate this in a good way right now, but you can kind of think of it as just one long tube going out throughout your body, but everything that travels through it never reaches the inside of your body unless it's able to pass through the intestinal walls. But if it's not able to pass through the intestinal walls, it all stays outside of the body while it travels through the intestines, and you excrete it. So I just thought that was pretty interesting. And so what happens after it goes through the stomach and into the small intestine? Well, that's where the majority of your nutrition is going to be absorbed. The small intestine specializes in nutrition absorption, and that's where basically pretty much all nutrition gets absorbed, and also where a lot of bad toxins can seep through as well, and cause a lot of damage in the body. So once it passes through the small intestine and you've got all the nutrition that you can absorb, it goes into the larger intestine, the colon, and that's basically, the colon is there pretty much just for excretion purposes. Once it goes out of the small intestine, then the colon just travels through the large intestine and sits there until it's ready to be excreted, and pretty much no or very little nutrients or toxins are going to pass through the colon wall. But what happens, which is a big problem, is that a lot of the time people will eat unnatural foods, especially meat and dairy, and those are going to be very sticky, and it's just going to stay stuck on the colon wall, and so that's going to build up a lot of bad bacteria, and you're going to get really gassy. It's going to rot and putrefy inside of your colon, and it's just not going to be good news at all for your body. And also I wanted to point out that you see some people that are very skinny who seem to eat anything they want, anytime they want. They just stuff their face with garbage all the time, and they never seem to gain any weight. And a big reason for that is when you eat unnatural cooked food, your body produces mucus, which covers the intestinal wall, and this is there to help defend against toxins, so that way toxins don't seep through into the intestinal wall and and seep into the body where it can do some real damage. So the body creates mucus to cover the intestinal wall lining, and but what happens when this happens is the mucus not only protects you from the toxins seeping through, but it also stops a lot of nutrition from being able to get through as well. And so when you see these skinny people who are eating everything they want all day long and never gain a pound of weight, well, a lot of the time it's because they have so much mucus on their lining from eating crap that they really can't get hardly any nutrition absorption in their body, and so they really have it's all basically just passing through them without being absorbed, and so they don't have toxins coming through that their body needs to build fat around to defend against, and they don't have any real nutrition or anything, just a very small amount that's being able to get through the intestinal wall and actually into their body. So that's one big cause of why you see these skinny people who just eat terrible and all they want, and it's just because they don't absorb hardly anything, and it's not a good thing. So you want to get on the fruits and veggies and clean that mucus out of your intestines so you can start absorbing nutrition again. So I just think it's pretty interesting that the stomach, the intestines, the esophagus, everything, your digestive system is all outside of the body and really is protecting the inside of your body from the foods that you eat, and only certain nutrition from foods that you eat really go into the body after you've swallowed it. And then what happens when the nutrition goes into the body and the toxins? It's going to go into the bloodstream, and then basically the blood is going to flow throughout your whole body and feed every single cell in your body. Your cells eat, and then they excrete, and so you're going to have a lot of toxic waste from your cells who are going to the bathroom all the time, trillions and trillions of cells going to the bathroom, and this is basically what your body is. And so where does the excretions go from your cells? It goes into the lymph fluid, the lymph system, where which is basically like the sewer system of your body, and that's where all the toxins and excretions from your cells go to. And then from the lymph system, it's going to travel and get filtered by the kidneys, and then those toxins are going to come out as urine, and that's how blood and lymph is filtered. But people are eating so much crap today, and they have so much toxic buildup that the kidneys just can't handle all of that toxic load. And so when the kidneys get backed up, then your body has to start pushing toxins outside of the skin. The skin is kind of like the backup option for excreting toxic waste, and then once the skin gets backed up, your lymph system gets backed up even more than that, and the skin can't handle it. That's when stuff starts to form internally in your body, and you start getting stuff like cysts and tumors and things like that, and just a whole host of other bad diseases that are caused by backup of the lymph system, not by bacteria or invader cells that are attacking us. Nothing's attacking us. In fact, the bacteria that everyone's blaming the cause of disease on, those are like the helpful janitors of the planet. They help digest and break down acids and waste in the body, and because we're putting so many toxins in our body, we get a buildup of bacteria trying to break all of it down. But when people see that, they blame it on the bacteria. They say, oh, you've got a buildup of bacteria, that's what's causing the problem, because they see all this bacteria coming to this point in the body, and they say it's bad and that's what's causing the problem. But that's not the case. The bacteria is there to help, and then we often try and take antibiotics and things like that to kill the bacteria, which is even worse, and we're killing our body even more. So don't blame the bacteria, and don't blame any foreign invaders in the body. It's all a natural biological function for your body. Your body, of course, is going to get backed up and cause disease if you're eating unnatural foods that are not meant to be there and are toxic and acidic to your body. It's all a natural biological function. It's supposed to happen whenever you go outside of nature's laws and start eating junk. So don't blame anything other than what you're eating, where you're surrounding yourself with, the environment you're in, and the stress level you have, your mindset. Those are the causes for disease, not random bacteria. And the best way to reverse disease, to get that lymph system and all that lymph fluid unclogged and flowing well again, is to eat fruits. It's the most healing and alkalizing substance on the planet, or food for us on the planet, and it really helps to get that lymph fluid moving and to alkalize the body and give us all the natural vitamins, minerals, and everything else we need. Fruit is the perfect human food, so eat your fruit. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk with you in the next video.